On this table we present two works by a Belgian artist, Saddie Choua. One of them is inspired by a herbal book from 16th century, created by a botanist from Mechelen called Dudens. In this, what Saddie Choua did with this book, she juxtaposed the fragments, the pages from this book, with some issues of National Geographic magazine. Why did she do that? Saddie Choua, in her work, very often explores such issues as racism and society. And for her, what Dudens did was a classification of plants according to their external appearance. And of course, there is a link between this type of approach and racism, yeah? Because racism is also based on a classification referring to external appearance. She decided to do this juxtaposition because National Geographic was also accused of racism, and actually even as a magazine pleaded guilty at some point and published a statement in which it excused itself for racist representations in the magazine. We have this statement here. We have a text about it from Guardian as a part of the work. But what the artist did, she basically placed these fragments of the herbal book on photographs from the magazine. So part of the work is a reflection on racism and on the act of classification, of classifying plants, but also humans. Another context of this installation is this context of healing and how to deal with racism, how to heal from racism. And you can use plants for that. You can try to take care of yourself. You can try to take care of your body and use some herbal cosmetics for that. You can also use alcohol or you can use a lot of medicine, of course, to heal yourself from racism. You can also read a lot here. Saddie Choua proposes to us to listen to Toni Morrison reading a fragment of one of her books and having this very beautiful, soothing voice. Another fragment of this installation is a short video presenting a singer, Ima Sumak, who is a guest of a television program in Germany. And Ima Sumak sings, but at some point she hears that some people are laughing in the audience. And she decides to stop her performance because she thinks that people are laughing at her, that they actually don't appreciate her singing. And this is, for Saddie Choua, this video is showing, is presenting this kind of a mental state that people can have if they live in a racist society. That basically they experience so much racism that at some point they have a kind of a paranoia, and it's very difficult, of course, to recognize in which situations someone behaved towards us in a way that is racist with a racist intention, or sometimes it's just someone wants to criticize it and there is no racism in it. So it's impossible, actually, very often to make this distinction, and this is, I think, what is happening to Ima Sumak in this video, that she cannot decide, but she goes for the pessimist version, because maybe someone in the audience was laughing, but it was completely not related to her performance. Yeah, this is also possible. So as you see, this work of Saddie Choua has many different elements, and we provide a documentation of all of these elements online, so you can really spend some time and explore different aspects of this installation. Another work of Saddie Choua that we present, it's a movie of her, a movie in which she's trying to create a representation of her own family, and it's a part of a kind of a TV series format called the Chouas, and it's a trial to provide a kind of a non-racist and more genuine representation of her own family. But it's a very multi-layered video. It has plants in it, but plants are not a primary theme of this work. But I thought in order to understand this installation, it's also good to know other works of Saddie Choua. So that's why we are also having this video. And we provide this video online, and you can now watch it at home.